And welcome back. You saw before the break we were above average, 73 degrees officially today in Meridian. 64 was our low. You can see, yeah, 64, 65, our low was near our normal high. It's kind of nice. We enjoy that some. What we didn't enjoy is precipitation. So this came out at 4:15 today, so we've received a little bit more, especially, well, down mainly to the south, but we have received more than a ½ inch of rain today. And again, we're going to be looking over where we should be this time of year, especially as we go into the weekend, Sunday especially, as again, we do have a chance for some severe weather. We'll talk more about that in just a second. There's that complex of storms setting up along the frontal boundary. Yeah, it's just been kind of nasty. It's affecting Hattiesburg and Laurel right now. It's just overall not a nice system, and that is, again, going to kind of move on up into our area. So we will probably see some thunder and some storms as we go on throughout the overnight hours. There's that cold front on off to our west. Thankfully, by the time it gets here, it's not really going to affect our temperatures too much. It's just going to give a boundary for some scattered showers throughout your Friday. A more stout cold front will move through Sunday night, and that's just not looking good overall. So yeah, we're still in the 60s though. For tonight's lows, we'll be in the 50s. The winds will be right around 5 miles per hour. Some brief showers again. So here's that model. And yeah, so we're going to have some rumbles of thunder, maybe a little redevelopment to the north. But hopefully by the time the kids are walking out the door to go to school, this will be on off to our east, and we really don't have to worry too much about it. And overall, I think your Friday is going to be an okay day once we kind of kick this on off to the east. And then as we go into Saturday, that's looking all right as well. Highs for tomorrow, maybe a little bit cooler than today. We're still talking upper 60s, lower 70s. The winds, 5-10 miles per hour. And then let's switch our brains over to Sunday. Yeah, so low pressure system, that's going to be along a shortwave trough, as we talked about. That's just a little dip in the jet stream, about 10 to 20,000 feet up in the air. And what that's going to do is eventually kind of morph into a cold front. This is going to be a pronounced cold front. It's going to drop our temperatures by quite a bit, and that is going to provide the perfect boundary because we have plenty of moisture out ahead of this and enough instability to get some thunderstorms in here, and some of these could be severe, and as well it's going to dump quite a bit of rain. We're talking 2 to 3 inches overall. Now some of that will drop tonight, but again, Sunday is when the main storm system gets here and the hunk of the rain is going to fall before then. So there's our risk right now. This is just a slight risk. It is blue because it is kind of beyond where we start getting into individual risks as far as slight, marginal, enhanced, but we just kind of do a slight risk right now across most of the state, down near Hattiesburg, on out west into Louisiana. Main threats right now are looking to be some hail, some damaging winds, and there is a possibility of a tornado or two as the wind profile in the atmosphere is looking fairly conducive right now. Again, as I said earlier, as our earlier newscast, this is still off the shore right now, so as it gets closer, we'll kind of refine this as we always do. So just kind of be aware of that for now. So here we go for your Friday. Spotty showers mainly in the morning, 68 degrees, 70 for your Saturday. Maybe see some sunshine. Try to get out and enjoy that because Sunday, heavy rain and thunderstorms. And there's that cold front. Again, we're talking a very drastic change in temperatures, over 20-degree difference. 49 degrees for your Monday. Overnight lows next week. We're going to have at least 3 nights of being below freezing. We're going to warm up to the 50s for Tuesday and into Wednesday. And yeah, overall, it's just not looking great. Thankfully, we'll see some sunshine, but Tuesday night, that 24 on there, man, so we could have wind chills in the teens. That would not surprise me.
24.
Yeah, it's cold. That's a pretty big drastic change. This system is affecting the majority of the U.S., so it's going to be cold. Just kind of get ready for that. I don't really have another word for it. It's just going to be cold.
Man, three days in a row, overnight lows in the 20s.
Yeah,
but
at
low
least.
freezing.
Yeah, we'll get back in the 60s for Thursday, but still, we're going to be below average for a long period of time, and I think it's going to come it's going to shock everybody because we're used to these 60s and 70s, even 80-degree temperatures, and now we're just going to take kind of a downward trend.
Thank you, sir.
So cover up the outside plants if we've already started our garden.
Yes, cover them out. I know a lot of places are actually
starting the
because we've been
garden?
so warm.
Is it time to start the gardens? I mean,
There are some plants that are blooming. I know
don't
some
plant
orchards and
plants
stuff.
anyway.
I mean, I have an uncle in Missouri who runs a peach orchard, and they've already started to bloom some because they've been so warm. And he's actually out there right now trying to save his
Covering
crops.
them
So
up,
yeah,
well, there you go.
yeah.